gossiper. She has been arrested. Now, who am I talking about? This is the DoorDasher. And I think they call them Dasher. You know, I have Uber Eats. I've never done DoorDash. My brother has, but I've never done DoorDash, or maybe once. Well, but anyway, I'm mostly a Uber girl. I'm 99.9 Uber delivery. Even though I did have my own story, I did report it, not to the police or anything like that, to the restaurant, and I was credited. So before we start the story, this is Courtney Stevenson. She's 29 years old, and on December 7th, she basically sprayed, is it pepper spray, or we don't know what exactly she sprayed on the people's delivery. But let's take a quick look at this video, and then we'll come back and speak more.
And I had to look at the bag and see that there was some kind of spray or something the bag had been tampered with. So I pulled up my doorbell camera. I noticed my wife had started eating, and she started choking and gasping, and after she had had a couple bites of her food, she actually threw up.
You saw that, right? OMG. Like I said, I'll tell you my quick story before we go into the article, but I ordered from KFC. KFC, they had this special where you got 6 pieces of chicken, their chicken nuggets. It comes with 4 biscuits and fries, right? And you get to pick 4 different sauces. Now, the meal came, and, you know, we were good because it was, you know, they put those like tape on it to say people are not tampering. So when I opened the box, I saw that the French fries were missing. I said, no, this is not right. I said, I don't think KFC, they got the order, put everything else in, and they forgot the French fries. Now, did we eat? We did. Because, you know, the food is here. Where, like, the box, like I said, it was not broken. The seal was not broken. But guess what? It is something, if you take your time and lift, you can lift it and then put it. So, you know, that was the only assumption. And then my mom was like, no, they wouldn't do that. I said, Mom, you know, these are people. You know, we don't know who's delivering, what's going on. And when we do Uber Eats, we're good tippers. You know, we always make it the 15%, never lower than the 15%. So, yeah, that was my experience. I reached out to KFC, and they did credit for the missing fries. But again, some people would say, why would you eat it? The reason why, too, is because KFC, they're not going to take it back. And, you know, you already spent the money. They did give you the credit. And this is one of those instances where you said, dear God, protect the food. Now, some people won't do it. I get it. But for that occasion, we did go ahead and we did have the chicken. And, you know, here I am, like, this was probably a year ago. I am alive. People who ate the chicken are still alive. But yes, you have to be careful. You don't know who is delivering your food and their intention. Now, after we do the story, we're going to show you a couple more videos where people, they deliver the people's food, take the picture, then take the food back up. So when that person comes out and there's a picture showing that your food was delivered but it's not there, they want you to blame the neighbors or, you know, some kid passing by. That's what they want. But no, these people are so dumb to the point that they don't realize how much technology has grown. So people have their cameras, and you think you're going to deliver food and do the act right there, and you don't know what's around. And some of these people, they have those doorbell cameras, so you know the camera is there, and still they would do that. So back to this lady. Her name is Courtney Stevenson. She's 29 years old, and she's from Kraken County in Kentucky. And they said that she was arrested yesterday, Friday, by the county sheriff's office on an Indiana arrest warrant. She was charged with 2 counts of battery resulting in moderate injury and 2 counts of consumer product tampering for the December 7th incident, which captured in a now viral doorbell camera video. So it says a DoorDasher driver has been arrested after an Indiana couple, reported getting sick after eating their food delivery and found footage of their delivery driver spraying an aerosol at their doorstep. So again, you saw the video. I'll play the video while I'm speaking. But I really don't get, again, like I said, how can you go to someone's house and do that to someone's food? Now, what if that was a allergic reaction to that person? You have no idea who these people are, and you're willing to go to prison for a murder over food? Now, we don't know the situation. Maybe she was not tipped properly or anything like that, but still, that does not give you the right to tamper with people's food. And DoorDash, they've been getting a lot of complaints. I rarely see Uber, and I'm sure there's Uber. I told you my story, but they're not getting the amount of spotlight the way DoorDashers are with their, delivery and pretending to deliver the food and then taking it back. And I'm going to show you one of the videos. This looked like a guy. He was dressed up like a girl, I guess, to be in disguise, but guess what? Your car is right there on the video. So just by your car alone, they can track you down. But yes, this girl, So they're saying that she did lose her job, of course, but hopefully she won't be able to work, in food delivery, any type of food delivery service. And hopefully when they do a background check, if she goes to work in restaurants, places like that, it comes right up and they see the kind of person that they were working with. And right now, as I said, we don't know what kind of spray it is, but to tamper with someone food like that on purpose and there's no reason, they didn't tell us what the reason is. I mean, wow. So the wife is saying she definitely inhaled some of the fumes off of it. Now, when she's spraying down, we don't see her spray exactly on the food, but it's close enough, right? It's close enough where the wind spreads it all over the place. And even if it wasn't on the food, just going out there and picking it up and inhaling. But again, the food. And the lady, she's fine. She went to the hospital. She's good. And they're saying that they're going to subpoena DoorDash, to records and, everything like that. But yeah, she deserves to go to prison, to jail. I don't know, it says something here about $35,000. Was that her bail? Let me see. In Indiana, she will be held on a $35,000 cash bond. So, gossipers, what are your thoughts? What do you think it was? Thank God the lady's okay. Take a look at these videos.
Hello.
Come here, Max. Max. Next. Yep.
There you go.
Thank you.
I just want to say it's a nice house for a $5 tip.
You're welcome.
One of our viewers reaching out for help after they say that a DoorDash delivery driver stole a package while delivering their food order, and it was all caught on camera. Take a look here. This happened Saturday in Glendale. You see a man dropping off the food and then taking a photo of that delivery. But then right here, he goes back to the door, takes a look at the camera, grabs the package before walking away. A few seconds later, the homeowner opened the door to get the order, unaware of the alleged theft. We have reached out to DoorDash, but have not yet heard back from them.